Hey guys, today let's talk about bookkeeping business planning. So, how to start a successful bookkeeping business for beginners, freelance bookkeepers, people who are in corporate America, even if you're doing accounting, you're just offering bookkeeping as one of your services as well. Now, this is going to be a really important video for a lot of people because a lot of people focus on the wrong thing when they're starting out, especially if you're like really, really good technical wise. Like, all you want to do is just kind of put your head down and do the work. That is really great if you're operating in like corporate America, but when you're working for yourself and you're owning your own business, it's really going to be a detriment because when you're starting out, the main thing is you have to start learning how to move the conversation forward and start actually being more of a driver. So there's two distinct skill sets that you need in order to really to start a business and to run a business. To run a business, you need to be able to steer the ship. To be able to move the business forward and grow the business, you need to be able to put your foot down on the gas pedal. Most people only have one of those skills. Now, if you can marry the two, you're going to be able to be very unstoppable. Now, when you're first starting your business, you need to be spending 90% of the business on pushing your foot down on the gas. Basically, it's called business development, aka marketing and sales. And only about 10% of your time on servicing your clients. Now, when you're first starting out and like you have zero clients, like it's a no-brainer, it's gonna be 100%. But once you start getting some clients and you're still under that 3,000 to under $5,000 a month mark, you still need to be kind of pushing the gas down and don't take your foot off the gas until one, you have a very proven marketing process that you can then automate, or two, you're getting referrals coming in, so you don't even have to do any more marketing. And the third one I didn't talk about is if you're kind of getting close to your income goal and you're kind of just taking a little bit of a break and kind of recharging before you go blast off. For example, like Melissa, she's at the phase where she's at about $9,100 a month right now, but she doesn't do any kind of marketing. So she's been in the program for about 95 days. So just to kind of let you guys know, if you guys want some help growing your business the same way that my other students have done so, go ahead and click on the link inside the description below to book a call with me to see if it's a good fit for us to work together inside of the private six-figure firms mentorship program. I'm going to walk with you, see exactly where you are, where do you want to go. I'm going to outline a process, what it looks like for us to work together and for you to reach your goal in the shortest time period possible. If that's you, click the link. I'll see you on the call. Back to what we're saying. So when she first got started, she was thinking she had to do some marketing. So the way that I told her to go about marketing, since she already had a pretty good amount of clients, was let's go and just one, do a social media attack. We're going directly to clients, but two, let's go and build some referral partnerships. Now, for her, the social media aspect worked really well, but the one that really, it was just very overwhelming for her was the referrals because she had one to two referral partners that just kept blasting her with leads. And she would just get like cold calls with people who were like, hey, so and so told me to reach out to you. Hey, so and so told me to reach out to you. So and so said the other person to go see. And she was just kind of bombarded. She was like, hey, stop the marketing on the social media. Just focus on your existing clients and then take, excuse me, those inbound calls. Okay. That's all you need to do. And then just take your referral partner out to lunch every once a month or send her a $50 gift card just to say thank you. And that's really all that you need to do. But for most people when they're starting out, they can't do that. You have to be the opposite. So, for example, when JT was getting started, he was at about $300 a month. It took him about 7 months to get to 12 grand a month. And then about 8 months to get to 15 grand a month. But the reason why he was able to accomplish that was because in the beginning, he was hunting so hard. Even though he had clients, he would do his clients within like 2 hours a day. He'd just put everything on retainers. He would have about 1 hour in the morning, then maybe 1 hour in the evening. And the rest of his time that was not at his like job, it was like, hey, we're trying to go and get some clients. And it was just so hard, just hard, kind of going out to the people and getting people on the phone to see if they wanted to work with them. And then he would be doing about 1 to 3 consultations a week. So he'd spend most of the week trying to build those relationships. Then he would take whenever he had like free time, maybe on like a Wednesday, a Thursday, or a Friday, then he would just have them, hey, let's hop on a call. Let's do a 45-minute call. And he would close them. Now, that's another phase. There's a third phase is when you're kind of in the middle of both. So, for example, she's at about like $13,000 a month right now, in monthly recurring revenue. But for her, she doesn't have a huge amount of referral partners because that's not the specific strategy that she really caught fire on. For her, it was really learning how to use social media like LinkedIn and Instagram. So for her specifically, the thing that we did was we first started by getting a few referrals. So I take that back. Actually, she had referrals, she had LinkedIn, and she had those are the two things. She actually used both. So the first big client came from like a referral, and that person paid her like it still pays her $4,000 a month. Now, the second was LinkedIn. So for her, whenever she either wants to get more clients, whenever she just feels like she just wants to make more money and she has like another person inside the program to subcontract work to, then she just turns on LinkedIn. We have this kind of software that inside of the program that I give to you guys and I'll show you how to use that allows you to be able to use LinkedIn like a semi-automatic weapon. It basically is like you can go and tell it exactly who to connect with, exactly how to start the conversation. And then once you get a bunch of responses in, you can look at the responses, look at the person's profile and say, oh, okay, I think I want to work with this person, or I don't really want to work with this person, or I don't like this person's tone. And you can be very, very selective. So for her, whenever she wants to go and get new clients, we have this version, it's called like a messenger campaign, where she just goes and hits play and it presses 500 messages. So it just sends like 500 people one message, which is, we have a really structured messaging sequence. Per, it's a little bit abbreviated because of the size that she's at now. She doesn't really need to build as huge of a relationship, and she can be a little bit more selective with who she speaks to. So it's a very simple message script, but she just sends it out to about 500 people. And then from those 500 people, she gets between between 2 to 5 clients whenever she wants to, for lack of a better term. And generally we're doing those campaigns around like a holiday. So she gets to kind of take that holiday off. And then when she's ready to blast and she comes back from the holiday, you say, turn it on and automatically starts sending the messages. Then she comes back to work maybe on like a Monday or a Tuesday. And then she just opens up her LinkedIn, applies to the ones that she wants, cherry picks the ones to get on like a consultation call, and then she grows from there. So for her right now, her biggest thing is really like being able to really manage client expectations at this point, right? Because she's starting to get at this point to where at about $13,000 to $14,000 a month, we start noticing that most people want to start, hiring like a staff accountant, or they want to have someone do like the sales calls for her. So right now she's bringing on staff accountant. She has Lori doing some work. She has Shaquille doing some work for her, and she has like Sharon Custer. Those are 3 students inside the program who are subcontracting work from her. So oftentimes when some people join the program, they're like, how do I know if I'm going to make money? It's like, well, it's pretty easy that you're going to make money because you're in a program where there's existing students that are so far ahead of you than where, you might be starting, that in a lot of cases, they have either so much work or so much volume that's like, hey, I'll pay you a certain amount of money if you can do this work for me. So they can continue to grow and you continue to grow. So you start getting more confidence that you can do the work. You start being able to get clients pretty easily. The pricing is generally really, really strong as well. Like, for example, Shaquille, on one of the clients that Audrey subcontracts out, gets paid $1,200 per month. Now, I don't know about you, but a lot of people, when they're starting the business, they don't get a client for $1,200 a month. And it wasn't like Shaquille had to do anything for her. All she had to do was just go and make a relationship with another student inside of the program. And it's been a really cool kind of like flywheel and just kind of like just cool fringe benefit of the program is that not only do you join a community of people who actually like you, not only do you get like direct support with someone who's like, hey, do this, do this, do this, do this, don't do this, say this, go here. But you also have people that are trying to go and grow their business. And the only way for them to do that is to utilize you to grow. And you get to charge a pretty good amount of money. So that sounds like something that like is attractive to you. That sounds like something you want. Maybe you're at, you're just getting started, or maybe you have a little bit of traction. Maybe you're at like $3,000 or $5,000 a month, and you want to go get more like to $10,000, $11,000, $15,000 per month. Go ahead and click on the link inside the description below to book a call with me. And on that call, all we're going to do is take a look at your current situation. I'm going to take a look at where you want to go. I'm going to outline the process of, if me and you were to work together on your goal, this is exactly how we'd be doing it. And then if it makes sense, we can work together, onboard you right then and there and get started. If it doesn't make sense for both parties to get started, there's no harm, no foul. We can, leave as friends. You can keep absorbing videos on the channel to learn more. And then when the time's right, like we can start working together long-term. Now, if you're not ready to book a call, do it anyway. But if you're still not ready, you just want a little bit more trust, go ahead and keep watching these videos. I'll see you soon and can't wait to talk to you in the next video. Have a great day.